Good evening, everyone. Make sure everything seems to be working correctly. It does. Hi, guys. Let's start a new game. Cakewalk, because I'm a candy ass. Besides, we can always, do more. Okay, we do want the tutorial. I played when the game came out, but don't really remember. Evil has returned. The dread necromancer Iratus has attained his freedom after a millennium, or after millennia. This is like saying he has attained his freedom after a years of imprisonment. And the miners who gathered around his tomb still do not know the mortal danger they have stumbled upon. Their bodies will lay the foundation for an army of the dead that will conquer this world. Rise. Minion abilities. Each minion has its basic abilities and one ultimate ability. To use an ultimate, you need a special resource, Wrath. Minions and enemies can use special abilities only from specific positions with specific targets. I don't fight. I don't imagine I have a choice. But he's our first guy. Skeleton. Unassuming strike. It's a physical attack. Deals 22 to 24. This guy's got 35 life. I'm assuming that's that. Smite. Physical attack. Attacks twice, dealing half damage. Deals an additional attack for each buff. He does not currently have any buffs. So we can do 22 to 24 or 22 to 24. This one ignores armor, and this one has a potential for additional effects, so we'll use this one. And let's see. Hit him. Nothing fancy damage. Physical and magic reduce the target's vigor. Igniting deals instant magic damage to the target and true damage at the start of their turn. Stress damage decreases the sanity. Cursing a target will deal stress damage at the start of its turn. Critical hits by your minions decrease enemy sanity. Enemy critical hits will increase it. Alright, my Banshee, I'm assuming. Scream. Stress attack deals 20 to 21. Stress, or Soprano. Stress attack deals 8 to 8. All enemies lose 6 attack for their next action. Moves the target to a random position. Let's reduce their... is it a single target? All enemies lose. Then let's hit him. Sanity. Loss of sanity can lead to various consequences. Insanity. Okay, that makes sense. A good evening to whomever has joined me. A negative effect that weakens. Inspiration, a positive effect that strengthens. Death, receiving any amount of stress damage while at 0 sanity can lead to an instantaneous death. Flee from combat at low levels of sanity. An enemy on the outermost position has a chance to flee. Alright, I've been debuffed. I have minus to accuracy, so I can now... that guy has a debuff, presumably? He got the -6 to attack. Well, we'll just finish this guy off.
Crab this one into furniture.
That seemed mean. We again would like to put the debuff on him. Because that means this attack is now going to do extra damage. Oh, he's got 2 debuffs, so that means this will now do 2 additional attacks. It should do 44 to 48. And that should put him at almost dead. Wow. Chill, dude. He's at 2, so this will be enough to make him insane, and we just finish him then by hitting him really hard. Victory is mine. We have our loot. Dust, weapons, armor, blood, bones, rags, heart, skull, flesh, and ectoplasm. I'm so glad we got some ectoplasm. Me. Creation. Creating minions. After gathering parts from defeated foes, Iratus can create new minions for his army. Using parts of uncommon, rare, or legendary quality increases the amount of stat points of the created minion. With time, Iratus will acquire new minion recipes, as well as various combat tactics. Let's see, we make a skeleton. Fairly unimpressive warrior, whose standout characteristic is their utter mediocrity, while they often make up the backbone, pun intended, of most undead armies. Skeletons are so boring, they're never really acknowledged by their creators or their enemies. Zombie. Before Iratus came along, zombies were considered a little more than fodder troop. It took a true visionary to realize a mindless mass of undead muscle can be used for more than simply bashing heads of mortals. With a bit of technological existence, these rotting hulks can be turned into mobile artillery. Okay. Let's see. Information, abilities. So, volley, buckshot, igniting mixture, more powder. So they're a ranged attacker. Bride of Iratus. They definitely look like a ranged attacker. Shooties. They do shooties. Dark Knight. Manifestation of Living Void. Presumably melee. We have the Banshee. I don't remember what we had up in front. Must have been a skeleton. Must have been a skeleton. In fact, it was a skeleton. So we got a skeleton up front. Dark Knight. Maybe him and the Skelly up front. Banshee in the back. Werewolf. Werewolf. They're wolf. Werewolf, again, also. Melee. Wraith. Who doesn't love a good Wraith, you know? Magic attack for dealing damage or stress. Well, let's fill out the Wraith. And craft.
The path is signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
Cold grasp. Is it ranged? And we'll put him there then. Creation. Oh, create any two minions. Got it. Well, a Dark Knight then as well. Yeah, I think that works. We'll go on to the next combat, presumably. To the dungeon. The Kingdom of the Dead The kingdom had need of vast riches buried underneath the castle, great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing in their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile while they dug ever deeper year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. That would be me, presumably. I'm here, okay, and up there we've got battle against 3 dinks. Well, it doesn't matter which way we go. We're going here. We can always figure out which way we're going after we battle them. Unit features. Some enemies possess unique features that either strengthen or weaken them. Study the features of your minions carefully, and your enemies, so that you may fight more effectively. Feature. Skeletons immune to buffs and debuffs. Dark Knight can't be critically hit. The Wraith receives 5 accuracy and 5 evasion at the start of each turn until the end of combat, stacking up to 6 times. And the chance of enemies to escape increased by 2% each turn until it reaches 10%. That's weird. Chance of enemies to escape. Maybe to run away. Let's see. Now they've got, this one's got something special. He's got, when the Taskmaster dies, his allies recover 30 sanity. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Armor received. Physical damage is decreased by the amount. Resistant. Okay, he's got armor. Resistance reduces the magical damage. Block, completely nullify. Ward, completely nullify. Got it. Soprano out. And the Dark Knight is up. Let's see what he's got. Mystical attack. Physical attack dealing 10 to 12. Deals additional damage equal to 80% of the sum of the Dark Knight's armor and resistance. My armor and resistance is 16. 80% of that is 12.8. So we will be doing that. A stress attack. Support removes all debuffs from the Dark Knight. Stance. Each time the enemy receives a buff, the Dark Knight deals stress damage to it. I think we'll just go with the Heartless Slash. My shift will kill me before you do. We'll see about that. Deals magical damage. Target can't move during their next attack. Stress attack dealing a lot of stress. We could stress that guy completely out. Removes all buffs. And this guy currently has a Soprano debuff on him. Curse deals damage to enemies on the chosen position and the next position in line. That's sanity damage, I assume. Buff for the Wraith gains plus 12 Dread until the end of battle. Dread. Shows how much damage this minion will deal with stress attacks. Okay, so I can buff my Dread. Trap. Summon a Concealing Cloud for 2 rounds. Any minion within the cloud receives plus 25 evasion. Let's just, go straight away with the big damages. Be straightforward about it. I've been debuffed. Ooh, whip me. It has additional accuracy and damage, but I don't think it's going to last. Oh, did they swap? They swapped. Okay, this one's got to die. Cold Grasp, unable to move during the next turn. We'll go ahead and just finish him. Delivered. Still got it. The Banshee. Let's see. Let's reduce their attacks. And he's at 30. Sanity. Deals additional food for each buff or debuff on the target. So it'd be 8, that'd be 21 to 33. We could get lucky. Let's try it. 22. My soul is empty. My body is hollow. How you guys doing? 8 to 9 damage to enemies on the chosen position and the next position in line. He is at 9. Seems like I've got a 50-50 chance. Let's go ahead and... Alright, he's got 2 debuffs, so this should do like 33 to 36. A decent chance of killing him. Good.
More materials.
Exactly, more materials.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Let's hit him again to
This will be yours.
reduce the damage he's going to do. And he is at 32. $31 to 36. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm getting out of here. Oh, I don't think you're getting away. Do we have anything that does damage? Yeah. Oh, that's a stress. Sure, stress attack. Yeah, stress attack. Sure, we'll hit him with stress. And actually kill him. Okay, good. I hope he's learned his lesson.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging
Improvement,
the
plus
world
10
ahead
XP.
of schedule.
After winning a battle, Iratus receives rewards. Digger's Soul, used to construct and improve buildings at the graveyard. Parts, needed to craft minions. Artifacts, increase the power of your minions and Iratus himself. Brains, used to quickly increase the level of minions. Additionally, minions that did not participate in a battle restore a small amount of vigor according to the difficulty level. So we got some XP, and then we got goodies. Bits for making stuff, and scrolls of Skullfall. One-time use. Deals 12 magic to all enemies, sets them on fire for 3 turns, dealing 66 damage per turn. That seems pretty okay. Artifacts. There are 4 main types of artifacts: weapon, armor, rings, and amulets. You'll also encounter consumables. Such artifacts can only apply for 1 battle, after which they are spent. At the beginning of the game, Iratus receives 1 random artifact. That would be the Scroll of Skullfall.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me.
I will.
Well, even more than previous.
Exactly. They're already scared. Okay, let's just be clear about that. That's battle. Creation. Artifacts. Talents. T. I can't use my talent points yet. I guess I have to get another level or 2. Regardless, let's go to the dungeon. Let's see. Over here we have Fountain of Restoration. A place of power that can restore mana to Iratus and vigor to minions. Don't think I need that. Soul Spring. Sanctuary 1 collect Digger's souls. That seems like it might be good. A Stele. Contains the records of past battles which can be used to raise the level of minions or Iratus himself. Let's go to the Stele. XP for minions. XP for Iratus. And battle. Here is 3 dudes. Sacrificial altar. Evidently you can't double back. Okay. Fat Buddy! Good Friday evening. Enjoy your weekend. It has begun. You may commence enjoyment and entertainment. Well, maybe not entertainment here, but enjoyment anyway. Iratus possesses the following stats and resources: mana, wrath, spell power. Wrath is used to use the ultimate abilities of the minions. It increases during combat and resets after combat. Mana needed for talents or magic. Mana is restored after every victory in combat through minion abilities or via certain encounters on the map. Spell power increases the effectiveness of active Iratus talents. Gains 1 spell power point each level and can further increase it via artifacts. Okay. I have an ability. I now have the scroll. All right. What did he just do? Did he hurt my man? Did he hurt my man? Who has a new ability? Astounding Fortitude. Stance. Marks a minion. Stats and directions and constant loss. Well, that was my issue with Darkest Dungeon. Was it seemed to me the default difficulty setting was set too high for my comfortable play. This one I have played a little bit in the past, and it was far friendlier at least when set at the lowest difficulty, which I have set it on because I am an enormous wuss. Pardon me for a second. I'm tearing up because I'm so moved by this conversation. Actually, it's because I'm an old guy. Marks a minion, has a 100% chance to redirect any attack that targets the marked minion to itself. Gain plus 12 armor and plus 12 resistance until the next action. I don't know, can these guys get reached? Embrace mediocrity. Buff, the target gains plus 4 armor and plus 4 resistance until the battle ends. Stacks up to 3 times. Smite. And here, let's see. This guy has whip, so he's going to be more accurate. That's what he did. He whipped him. He's got 35, so our odds of killing him are pretty fair. If we just go right ahead and whack him once, and then... Soprano. I like the Soprano attack, as it basically reduces everybody else's damage. Whenever the enemy moves, the Banshee deals a bunch of stress damage to it. Absorb fear. Requires the target a full sanity check. Gives mana. All enemies. Let's hit... 10 to 12. Not quite enough to kill him. That's a stress attack. Deals additional damage equal to 80% of the sum of his... Oh, okay, that should be more than enough then to finish this guy.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
I'm sorry, got it. Caught in my throat. Let's see. Magical attack deals 22 to 26 damage. This guy's got 75 life. Rather a lot, really. Or we can put a whole bunch of stress on somebody. Enough stress to drive them crazy, but I think we can probably do that with one of the others. Curse. Deals 30% damage to the enemies at the chosen position and the next position. Curses targets for 2 turns, dealing more sanity damage. Let's throw a little bit of magic damage. Ooh, whip me harder. Let's see. This one will do each buff on the target. Oh, okay, so that's going to do 20 odd to them. That guy only has a debuff, right? Cold Grasp. So this is damage per buff, not per debuff. So we're better off using this one. He's at 30. This will do it. He has a buff. Now she's going to scream. She does that a lot. Buff minion. All minions gain 14 dread. What's dread again? Extra damage. Let's go ahead and just buff everybody. He's immune to buffing, or at least buffing from that. We're back at the Dark Knight, who now... Let's see, those are 8 each. That's 16. That's 12 point something. So, oh yeah, 13. So it's going to do 25 damage, presumably, to him. Not enough to finish him. Let's hit him. How about a little bit more fear at somebody? 22 to 26. Stances. A stance is a type ability that some minions and enemies can use in battle. Stances differ in duration. A one-turn stance ends the next turn. Stance until the battle ends. Any stance can be cancelled. So his stance is now defensive. Traps. He threw a trap. Trap abilities, the effects of which are limited to one specific position, depending on the specifics of the trap. A character occupying that position can receive negative or positive effects. Not much of a trap if it's helping you. A trap can be destroyed by certain abilities overridden by another trap. Ow. That hurt. Why would you hurt me like that? He's at 17. He has 1 buff.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Yeah, become part of the breathless tide. You know, I say that all the time. So we're going to 25. Not quite enough to finish him on its own. Let's see, Abyssal Hunger. Enemies lose 12 vigor. The Dark Knight recovers the amount of vigor. So it's a big life drain. I like the sound of that, but I don't need it because I have taken little or no harm. 16. Not quite enough. Let's go ahead and just... Death comes for everyone. Especially for you, though, sir. We are going to go ahead and Necrotic Wind. Oh, he had a ward. I didn't even notice. Iratus. Curse that! Soprano. All enemies lose 6. Sport. He's gone insane. He's not gonna survive. We're just gonna finish him.
One less annoyance in the world.
Boy, one less annoyance in the world. You make it sound so simple. Deals stress, deals an additional damage for each buff or debuff. He currently has none. He has, when he dies, his allies recover sanity. He has 2 armor left. Let's see. That'd be a life drain. Stance. Hit him with a little bit of damage, or hit him for sanity damage. You can't fool me. There ain't no sanity clause. That's a really old joke. 31 to 36. Sanity damage. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm getting out. Only if we let you. He's insane. Let's see. Stress attack. Deals 18 to 19. Well, we've got him only down to 0, so we have a chance now just one-shotting him with any stress attack. I guess we're going to have to start wailing on him then. Fine. Fine. We'll just wail on him. Does he still have one more block? I think he does. Okay. There we go.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
I need to work on the evil laugh. I'm doing okay, but it could be better. Over here we have talents. Yay, access to talents. Winning battles rewards Iratus with experience that increases his level. Each level he receives talent points that can be used in the following abilities. Alchemy increases the efficiency of your minions and resource economy. Magic, spells weakens foe, requires mana. Ire, spells strengthen minions, requires mana. Destruction, deals direct damage to enemies, requires mana. Well, let's see. We're in alchemy first. Let's browse. Architecture buff increases the amount of diggers' souls received by the end of a battle. Amateur surgeon increases the chance to receive an uncommon or better parts by 25%. Minions restore more vigor when Iratus uses distillation. Iratus restores 100% more mana using calcination. In magic, minions receive +3 dread. Does not work on summoned minions. Whip, target minion moves 2 positions forward and receives accuracy. Haste, all minions gain +2 initiative for 2 actions. Costs 12. And Arcana Antediluvium. Iratus restores an additional 5 mana after each fight. Ire Reckon. Wrath Unchained. They get +3 attack. Target minion loses 12 luck and gains 6 attack and 6 dread. Every time a minion misses an attack, Iratus gains 3 wrath. At the start of a turn, minion gains 2 initiative for 2 turns. If Iratus has at least 25 wrath, destruction. Deals 25 +1 magic damage. Spell power increasing by 1% per. Flaming Skull deals 4 magic damage, sets the target on fire for 2 turns, dealing 9 per. I currently have 105 mana. I'm assuming that's the mana. Or maybe that's the XP, I guess. That's the XP. Spell power reduces mana spent by 1%. And over here. That seemed good, as that's just 3 damage. The next thing down would be deals 21 stress damage to the target. Costs mana. Over here, at least at the beginning, I think better parts is good.
Reveal their secrets.
Chance to receive uncommon or better parts. And and Digger Souls.
Through transformation,
Got 2
the
points
will
left.
becomes free.
Increases chance to receive artifacts at the end of a battle.
The formulae
that.
reveal their secrets.
Oh, that was 2 points. So it's 1, and then it's 2 points for tier 2. Got it. I'm pretty okay with that. Well, we're here. And it doesn't look like they allow doubling back because these are all grayed out. Got it. Sacrificial altar. By sacrificing minions, Iratus receives parts, items, and a random consumable. I don't think I actually want to sacrifice anything right now. We'll continue on into another battle. I hate getting my hands dirty. Well, don't we all, really? So he's got the buff. We get an extra attack for a buff. Oh, I guess that consumable I had to use it or lose it because it looks like it's gone. That's unfortunate. Target gains 4 armor and 4 resistance. Stance marks a minion, 100% chance. No, we'll go with good old smite. 2 whacks. 3 whacks. That's right, it's 2 attacks and then 1 additional for each, yeah. So he's now at 44. Oops. And she's up. We will go ahead and Soprano. It should hit everyone. He doesn't have any wards currently. Doesn't look like anyone does. So, but we'll remove some sanity from him. Now they're all debuffed. I'm debuffed. Minus 30 accuracy. Magic attack should finish this guy off.
One more for the stockpiles.
No fate approaches. Dude, you're whipping your own guys. It just seems mean. Mean-spirited. We are Legion. Alright, let's see. So if we chose, we can go 31 to 36 and do more scares. Right now, the straight-out physical damage seems to be pretty good. Probably should go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and buff myself. Oh, but it automatically requires me to move? Not nuts about that. Let's move right.
Strength through pain.
Ah, okay, so I used 3 of... I start with 100 mana. Well, he has got a buff and a debuff. So I assume I just get the 3 attacks. I was correct. I missed. You're probably not... floggings will continue until morale improves. So that guy's got a lot of armor. Seems like. Yeah, he does. Well, I really do like just Soprano enough to reduce any damage that they do by a chunk. A significant chunky chunk. We are Legion. Now this should do 46 to 50 magic. It should be enough. I didn't notice why it didn't kill him. But clearly it didn't because he's not dead. He's almost dead. Again, the soprano. I really like that.
Your cries are music to me.
Yes, your cries are music to me. Alright, another one dead. This guy's almost completely out of sanity. The Cliff of Insanity! He's at 66. Let's peel a good chunk of that off. I don't get paid enough for this shit I'm getting out. You missed me. Now you have to... Okay, well, not kiss. Really not interested in the kissing thing. 13 to 15. Oh, let's go ahead and hit this guy. He's scared. And we'll hit this guy. Hey, that was rude. Hi. Escape. We'll escape at the beginning of the next turn. Received damage increased by 50%. Well, we'll see if we can manage to get him to do 85 to him before he runs away. My odds, I'm saying probably not, but maybe. Stance whenever enemy moves. Burn target. Full sanity. Gives Iratus mana equal to 20% of the restored sanity. Well, at least he'll do extra magic damage. He ran.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom. Bits and bits and pieces and bits. Banshee, what, leveled up? Minions upgrade. Minions evolve and can be improved in multiple ways. Leveling grants a minion stat and skill points. Every level a minion gets 2 stats for improving stats. 2 stat points for improving stats. Every third level a minion gets 1 skill point for upgrading abilities. Using parts of higher quality grants a minion additional stat points. Parts grafted onto a minion can be improved via Digger's Souls. Items provide your minions with additional features, triggering buffs and debuffs from minions' items. Doesn't trigger any effects. Receiving buffs and debuffs doesn't trigger any effects. Granting a brain instantly gives a minion additional experience. Okay. So, Scream is good. I really do like the Soprano. I have no skill points. Stats. There we are. But I have 2 stat points. Vigor. Upgraded. Max 3. Next upgrade costs 8. Upgrade costs 2 or costs 4. If I only have 2 stat points, and the upgrade costs 4. Oh, I'm get back. I'm assuming that means it's available now, and it probably costs 2. This one probably costs 1. Accuracy, luck, likelihood of landing a crit. Shows the likelihood of evading an attack. How much damage minion will deal. With physical or magical attacks. We're all about, obviously, the psychosis round here. Armor. Resistance. Accuracy, luck. Accuracy, I think. Took 1 point. make sure we don't miss when we're using our debuff ability. And that's stats. We have no ability points. That's the information. We have brain, so we could conceivably level her up. I'm not sure we really want to yet or not. Oh, improve a minion by using something. Using a brain? Using a brain. We gotta use a brain on her. If she only had a brain. Where's the brains? Brains, brains, brains. Did I use brains on her? There were brains here a minute ago, weren't there? Armor, dust, brains. There we are. Okay, how do I level it up? How do I actually use it? How do I use it? Nope. Oh. The previous item will be lost. Oh, I guess I have to use? Can I split this out into, like, say, 3? Huh. Brains. How about brains? Minions upgrade. Using parts. Grafting a brain instantly gives a minion additional experience. Up, up, up. It does show dragging 5 over 4, so I guess that's what we do. There's the brains. And now she does have 2 ability points. Okay. And more stats. Okay. Well, fine, fine. Dread. Dread is good. And we got 1 more point. Luck. And abilities. As we've noted, I do like Soprano. Different choices. Crescendo deals 10 to 11, and they all lose 8 attack, or deals 40% damage, all enemies lose 6 attack, and 12 evasion.
I expect results.
I do expect results. And also, what, the scream? Or the buff? The buff. 14, gain 14 attack and 14 dread. Gain, 14 attack
My
and 14
enemies
dread.
are in for a nasty surprise.
They surely are. They surely are, me. Yes, me. We'll show them for sure, won't we, me? Let's see. Grave, an ancient tomb containing dormant minions. Okay, and then a battle over there. Over here we've got ancient coffin filled with items. Battle, battle, battle. We're here. We'll go battle, quest. An event requiring the participation of Iratus himself. Over here we've got grave and battle, and then battle, battle, or chest and battle. Cultists. Oh, come on now. Who doesn't like a good cultist, really? Ancient coffin. The battle seems a little bit repetitive. Tedious, you know? Ancient coffin filled with items. But I do like the sound of the ancient coffin filled with items. I think we'll go battle, quest, ancient coffin, and then battle and grave. Stamp, sinister strike. At the beginning of the next turn, it'll deal big damage to a random target. Well, I don't like the sound of that.
hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Oh, this one went insane immediately. I like him. He's my favorite. He's my new favorite. I don't think I can. Can I hit him? I could. In point of fact, hit him. Buff accuracy and evasion. We use the magic attack to make sure we can't hit him. So much for his sneaky attack. Don't think it worked out exactly the way he had in mind. It doesn't affect him. Always depressing. Alright, he's got a debuff on him. He's insane. Cowardice. Murderer. Let's go ahead and stress him out. He seems scared. We'll start finishing physical stuff to him as well. And hello. Hi there.
Mine is the winning side.
It's true. Mine is the winning side. The graveyard. Graveyard in construction. After attaining freedom, Iratus turned his prison into a base of operations. Graveyard buildings required minions and a special resource in order to construct them. Diggers' souls. Chamber of Iratus. Library. Obelisk. Abode of Wrath. Dead Lake. Okay, this is just where I am. Got it. Yeah. Iratus statue, mortuary. A powerful aura of death restores 100% vigor. Applies after a victory, except quest battles. Building requirements, a zombie. Okay, I don't have a zombie yet. Excavation requires a skeleton. 50% chance for each minion working in an excavation to find a random part. Applies after a victory. Iratus statue requires a bride of Iratus. Ooh. Brides? Now you have my interest. Raising the necromancer at the monument. Each minion restores 10 mana. Applies after a victory, except quest. Dead Lake. Peering into the waters. Each minion has an 11% chance to find a random artifact in the Lake of the Dead. Banshee. Building requirements. I'm pretty sure I have to drag the minion over there. And it requires 25 out of 50. Minion gains 20 wrath at the beginning of battle. That's a Dark Knight. The obelisk. Every minion next to it generates Digger's souls. That's the Wraith. Library requires a Dark Knight as well. Each minion studying ancient books gives Iratus 40 experience and 9% of the experience from the current level. Applies after victory. Okay. Dead Lake. Each minion has 11% chance to find a random artifact. Random part. Mana. Powerful. Restores 100% vigor. That sounds really good. Arena. Training into arena minions gain plus 10 experience and applies after a victory. That sounds really good too. Is it mortuary? So I do have to drag in something. Construct a building. After attaining for graveyards, it requires minions. So I think the minion I can probably do without the most is the Banshee.
The entity will be
Wrath of the Necromancer, plus 10 XP. Alright, my minions have leveled up.
Full form would be to invite madness, so I'm content to occasionally give it a pat on the tentacle.
Dread. Likelihood of hitting the target. Let's go ahead and put one there. And luck or evasion. Luck. The skeleton. Vigor. Armor. The Dark Knight. Sorry, I got something caught in my throat. Attack. Used all of it. Okay. Oh, he must have something else going? Oh, because it looked like there was a plus there as well. Okay, that did take care of it. We go back inside. I would like to create another thing. We'll create another Banshee.
Useful if you can put up with their constant whining.
Yeah, I've noticed. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, she does whine. We've got alchemy. Iratus is proficient in several alchemical disciplines: transmutation, transformation of one type of part into another; distillation, spend parts, brains, or items to gain vigor; extraction, crafting items from available parts; calcination, spend parts, brains, or items to gain mana for Iratus. Did I have to do something there? I think I probably did. It concludes the tutorial. You can continue the current game on Cakewalk or restart for more pain or good always wins difficulty. So let's continue. Alchemy. Convert 3 parts to a new item. Transformation into vigor. 3 parts of any type to a different new part. 3 parts of the same type. Well, let's just do something randomly that we have more of than anything else. Like, say, skulls. Oh, I guess it has to be armor. And it's going to want me.
Ah, the smell of successful
Extraction.
alchemy.
XP. Not sure what it made. Steel spikes reduces physical damage received by 10%. Presumably that's what it made. Okay, cool. Oh, there were other options there. Steel spikes. You get to choose what make. Got it. All right. Do we have any more talent points? We have 1. Minions receive 3 dread. Talent points. Deals 21 stress damage to the target. That's relatively inexpensive in mana terms. Target minion moves 2 forward. Haste. They'll receive +2 initiative. That's 12 mana. Receives an additional 5 mana after each fight. Ire. 3 attack. Amok. Every time a minion misses with an attack, the start of a turn, minion gains 2 initiative for 2 turn. If Iratus has at least 25 wrath. Destruction. Deal 25 magic damage. Deals 4 and sets him on fire, dealing 18. That's 22. It's cheaper though. Let's get Cursed Doll.
I can't wait to try this out.
I can't wait to try this out. I don't know about you guys. Really looking forward to it. No day is complete without, setting people on fire. All right. Graveyard to the dungeon. Graveyard to the dungeon. Creation. I think we're good. To the dungeon. We'll go to the quest. As you progress upon your journey towards your rightful dominance, and it is, You encounter an impressive mustering of resistance, a massive shuffling of feet, and your undead host comes across an even larger host of human slaves. A single dwarf taskmaster is at the head, grinning with darkened teeth as he whips his thralls against you. For the first time in a long time, you realize you're outnumbered. Attack them, no matter how bleak the odds. Retreat. Let a skeleton assassinate the dwarf.
Amazing what they just leave lying.
The situation calls for a subtle approach. Hidden behind your other minions, a skeleton pulls back in the direction you came from and lays on the ground, pretending to be dead. Then, just as the slaves charge, you order a retreat, and the dwarf follows in order to lead his horde. To his surprise, the simple skeleton at his feet suddenly stirs and impales him through the chest. The other slaves panic, and without their master, scatter rapidly in every direction, making them easy pickings for your minions. Burn. Okay, that was a little juvenile. Ancient coffin filled with items. Suddenly, I have a clogged nose, and I have no idea why. Let's see. Jester's Visage significantly increases the chance to be attacked by the enemy. Okay, that's kind of a taunt. Acid Gland, every successful ability using grants. Every successful ability using grants the minion a chance to strip the enemy of all armor and resistance until the end of the battle. If the minion starts their turn in position 3 or 4, they receive 3 luck and plus 3 critical damage until the end of the battle, stacks up to 5 times. Let's go with that.
Dark collecting.
Okay, dark collecting. Yeah, sure. So I can't equip him yet, right now? I can't. Creation. We got Serpent Skull. We want to equip that. Nice. Do we have any extra brains? Don't say it! We don't. We could use some more brains. Again, just don't. Resist the urge. Alright, we got guys waiting to dance. Deals 25 magic damage. Well, let's wait and see. Alright, so he is got increased accuracy. Looks like pretty much sort of the usual gang we're used to. The same old gang of mine. Ow! Removes all debuffs. Stress attack. Futile hope. No, I think we just... give him a big whack. Missed me. Defensive stance. We are Legion. He's at 28. And this will do 22 to 26. Not quite enough to finish him. He's got... when he dies, they recover 30 sanity. Buff himself. That was rude.
This never gets old.
It never gets old, but I do, sadly. I'm immune to crits, evidently. That guy crit me, but it didn't do anything because he's a loser. Whenever a minion moves, attack it for... Oh, that was why he attacked. Perhaps if I had moused over, I would have seen that. I didn't. Soprano again. Let's see. I gained 12 dread. Let's go ahead and hit him. A nice big chunk of dread. Bonk. Ooh, got a crit debuff on him. Very nice.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Oh yeah, you're afraid, so you whip the other guy to get him into the front. That's really impressive. Or it would be if you weren't a jerk. That'll cost me 60 wrath, I think. Wrath is around the outside, right? So let's go ahead and invalid target. All enemies lose. The Dark Knight recovers. Oh, okay, so I have to target them. It ignores ward.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Excellent. I killed the one guy. The fear killed the second guy. Healed me. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and hit him.
Move those mortal legs.
What do we have? Stress attack. Retreat! Retreat! Run away! Lord. Let's go ahead. She'll just... Okay, he's insane. I've been there. I can tell you how many times I've been there. We'll hit him. And... Dude! Come on, man. Just... Victory.
A predictable outcome.
And a level for me. We got a humanarium token. I don't know what that is. We got some more brains. I got some brains. Talents. We have another talent point. Let's see. I spent a point in magic, didn't I? No. Was it in destruction? It was in destruction. Let's see. And minions restore 100% more vigor when he uses distillation. That requires 2. I think we're fine for now then. Wait, get some more points. We have level ups for our characters. Our Dark Knight, whom we shall call in... Oh no, we can't call him Steve because Steve is a skeleton. So Steve will be the skeleton because Steve is a skeleton. Let's give ourselves some more vigor. Physical attack to the enemies on the chosen position and the next position in line. I haven't really seen this one light up. Not sure what it requires to be lit up. Look at this. What do we got? Normally it deals 12 to 14, and then additional equal to the sum of the a percentage of the sum of the armor and resistance. That just deals flat more, and over here we get flat more of the armor and resistance. So as armor and resistance goes up, this will do more damage.
Serve me well, my minion.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Serve me well, my minion. The skeleton now. He's got 2 points worth of stats. We gave him a little bit of armor. Give him a little bit more armor. Abilities. Let's see. His physical attack is straightforward. Ignores armor. Ignores armor and block. That one doesn't miss. That seems pretty good. Show them their place. That's a physical attack that interrupts stances. Stance marks a minion. 100% chance to redirect. Embrace mediocrity. We use this one a lot, so performs additional attack for each buff, so that's more base damage, and I like that one. has a chance to immediately one-shot the mob it's targeting. Stats over here. I don't want to have a chance of missing anything that isn't buffed. And an ability. Well, that does 22 to 26. Target can't move and loses resistance for 4 turns. That seems pretty good. Or just more flat damage. Over here, removes all buffs, and it loses initiative. Does more, no. Removes buffs, and it loses all initiative for 1 turn. What am I missing? Is it a different cost? Oh, it moves them. So he can be in the 3 and 4 position, and it will drive anyone back. Ah, Winds of Oblivion. Okay, sure. And there it's dealing more stress damage. Significant amount more. Ghostly Fire. Evolution. Currently gains 12 Dread, gains 16 Dread, or gains 1 block and 1 ward until the end of the battle. That seems really good.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
I couldn't have said it better myself, even though I said it myself. Dust. Additional stat points. Oh, okay. The rest of these are makey bits, right? No, not all of them. The brains. Right. She's got some stats coming up to her. Luck. I like luck for her. And abilities. Again, we do love some soprano action. Lose 8 attack, lose 6 attack, and 12 evasion. I have no ability points, so I can't spend anything for that. Let's see, creation. What can we make? Oh, I don't want to make a critter. I want to make artifacts. No, we have artifacts. Okay. Shackles of War. Enemies can't escape or become inspired. I don't mind them escaping. Doesn't affect unit features. I don't know what the unit features are off the top of my head. Not being inspired is probably fine. I don't mind them escaping. We'll hold on to that for now. What else did we have? Alchemy. Misericord increases physical damage by 10%, increases critical damage by 10%, increases critical damage by 10%, increases all damage by 5%, spell power by 4, magic damage by 10%, stress damage, reduces damage taken, reduces magic damage received. Well, none of those are particularly interesting. I don't want to drop anything off. What do we have here? So the next thing we would need to do is get whatever that is. Back to the chamber and to the dungeon. We're here. We want to go to a grave and ancient tomb containing dormant minions waiting their time. I get to choose a werewolf, another Shadow Knight dude, another Wraithy dude. We now have a werewolf. Their wolf. It's an old joke, guys. That's all I got. Old joker, old joke. It has some stats, additional stats. Initiative, vigor. Ooh, nice high crit. It wants more crits, and I cannot lie. It's still showing a plus. I don't have any abilities. It doesn't have any more stats. That should be it. Okay, the plus is gone. He's kind of wounded, so let's rotate in the werewolf for a round against bad guys. Choose a battle squad. They did something to me. Don't know what they did. Don't know what that indicates. Swing. Physical attacks twice, dealing half damage per attack. Curse of Madness. Werewolf receives 15 luck and 15 critical hit strength for 2 turns. Other minions receive plus 10 luck and plus 10%. Doesn't stack. Deals 150% damage physical attack, but only in the back rows. Got it. Buffs on myself. Serpent Skull. And we also want to... I thought that also buffed my damage. Did it change it? I thought it just altered it to be strictly better. How much is he at? 41. What's the trap? Does that go off every turn? It hit me once. He's up. I can hit the first 3 dudes. He's now at 9. Let's finish him off.
Dance. Move those mortal legs.
Exactly. Soprano. So he can attack from there. Interesting. So he's not bad from 3rd or 4th position, it looks like. Or at least 3rd position. But he can only attack the rear. The guy's already running away. Loser.
Your frail bodies fail you.
I've had my frail body fail me. Exactly. You run, bad things happen. That's just kind of a rule. I got a bunch of health. Do I regenerate? Does the werewolf regenerate? He's the best guy ever. I have no idea why I healed, but I'm okay with it, you know. The werewolf, just go ahead and.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
I've heard that. Let's see. Removes all debuffs. Abyssal Hunter. No. He's got just the 1 buff or debuff. Hit him with the sword. Hit him with a great big sword. Yep, Soprano. Ha! Just like the training dummies. Yeah, call us dummies again, dummy. At the start of each turn, restores 20 vigor. 20? 20% vigor. Okay. That's a lot. That seems really freaking good. And I definitely want him in position 3. This guy. But he's got still in stance, so he would do damagey things to me. Ambush. Trap marks. At the beginning of his next action, the werewolf deals an enormous buttload of physical damage to any enemy at the marked position and moves to a first position. He's marked. He's in trouble. Soprano him.
Your frail bodies fail you. Soon this world will be mine.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. A random enemy loses 30 luck until the bottom. Okay, that's Pharaoh Mask. That's not bad. Okay, he got some healing. My Wraith needs some healing. So we're going to move him back. Let's see. I still only have the 1 talent point. Nobody leveled up. We now have... Is that a consumable? Armor, rings, amulets. I'm assuming it's consumable. No. Random enemy loses minus 30 luck until the battle ends.
It embellishes my undead features.
They are, I think you'll agree, quite lovely. Especially the beard. That qualifies as a ring. I think I should make another thing that I need to use to build up my graveyard. Mortuary requires another zombie. Requires a zombie, so we will make a zombie. Creation, zombie, fill, craft, close, graveyard, mortuary, zombie.
A fully constructed morgue is not just a place to restore my minions to fighting strength. It can hold them in stasis, preserve for eons until they hear their master's call.
That would be me, their master. I'm the boss around here. Let's see, we've got our choice. Found a restoration, restore mana to Iratus or vigor to minions. Well, if it's going to restore vigor to minions, we can keep him and see if that heals him as we expect it should. What is that? Sacrificial altar by sacrificing minions. I don't want to sacrifice minions. I love my minions. We work together. We're a team. They're like my relatives. Refill mana or vigor. You guys feeling better? You're looking good. You're looking fit and ready to rock and roll. Did the Banshee go up a level? It's like the Banshee went up a level. The Banshee went up a level. Stress attacks, accuracy, evasion. Let's wait for another level. See what we get. Reduces physical damage received by 10%. We can go ahead and put that on. Let's say the Dark Knight. Not the Batman Dark Knight. This is an entirely different Dark Knight. This one's kind of not good. Some would say evil. I would never use that word. I think it's unfair. Not inaccurate, but unfair. Well, he's first. Physical attack on one of somebody in the back, dealing a bunch of damage. Nobody's got any buffs or debuffs. He's at 55. This will almost kill him. He's at 95. This will get him about a third of the way dead. One year for every dead one I slice up. You keep telling yourself that, Ace. Soprano.
Extinction of life.
Extinction of life, I have to say, seems like a bit much. Yeah, I'm just saying that it's a lot. Let's finish him.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Stance. Every time an enemy receives a buff. I don't think they're getting a lot of buffs. Stress attack. No, I think we now turn our attention to him. Missed me. Well, actually, he didn't miss. My armor absorbed it. Ow! I feel much better now. Thank you. I'm fine. I'm great. How are you? How's my evil laugh? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's important to really enjoy your evil laugh. I missed. How does that happen? 21 to 55. This should finish him off.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
I like the werewolf, gotta say. Ambush. We'll drop an ambush on the enemy. And we'll... That might have hurt. Ooh, a crit, a timely crit to finish him off. Let's see. Oh, that stung a little bit. Bet that really hurt, though. Didn't it, my friend? Ha 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 ha. He's at 14. I don't think he's going to make it.
A sad display from mortal
Chainbreaker. Good work, guys. Yeah, I do need to start building up a second team. You're right. You are entirely correct, but I do have a lot of parts. And parts are parts. Let's see. Start with stats. Accuracy. Oh, it looks like his health can't be increased because of the regeneration, presumably. Interesting. Okay. All right. We have 2 points. We can get 1 in evasion and 1 in initiative, or we can get a couple more points in luck. I like big crits, and I cannot lie. So the ambush is really good. So let's see. 78 to 87, same thing. To any enemy at the marked position and moves to first. Attack doesn't spend an action. Werewolf doesn't miss this attack. Doesn't miss this attack. 1 attack per... Okay, I'm trying to see the difference here. It's, oh, it can be used... No, Trap marks 4 lines, 78 to 87. Attack doesn't spend an action. Werewolf doesn't miss, 1 target per round. I don't see the difference between those two. Oh, cost maybe? Yeah, the cost is significantly different. Okay. That's pretty good. 30 wrath cost. But also good is the hunting down, hitting people in the back. That's for more damage, I'm assuming? Yeah. Wow, almost doubling the damage. Holy crap. And that hits... Oh, this one only hits the back out of 4. This one hits for more damage, but hits the 3rd or 4th like it currently does. So from 44 to 58, 52 to 58, 13 to 8 more damage. The base attack doesn't miss or does more damage. Or the ambush. I don't have the points for it. Looks like I can only cast it on those ones. You spend it on those ones, right? Okay. Physical attack ignores block. Target loses all blocks and wards. All armor and resistance until the battle ends.
Get back to battle.
Hey, come on, man. I'm trying to, improve our odds here in the fights. Come on. Be a little more understanding, I tell you. Some people, they're just antsy, I guess, is the thing. Soprano. Didn't we already buff that? I thought we buffed that. Ooh, we've got 3 points on her. Will cost 4 to give more vigor to her for right now. We've got 3 points. We can increase luck. And dread. We do have an abilities point. Lose 6, lose 8. Okay. Good. We've got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and, as you said, let's create. The Dark Knights seem to be pretty solid.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but the dead care not for morale.
For morale? Really? What does the Bride of Iratus do again? Ranged. Flames of love. Yes, nothing quite makes me think of love like undead ladies. So let's see what she's got here. Physical attack dealing 23 to 28. Critical hit dealing super mega damage. Flames of Love ignition deals less damage, but it sets him on fire. Whenever an enemy moves, deal damage. Gains plus to attack and dread until the battle ends. Stress attack. Physical attack inflicts a critical hit. Well, let's try her instead of the Wraith and see if we can't get her a level or 2. And we'll look at figuring out a 4th one to go in here after we get the hang of her, and maybe throw those at some guys and start leveling them up. Or maybe make one more and go ahead and look at. So here we've got that. What are we missing? What haven't we made? We haven't made a zombie except to sacrifice them. The zombie abilities, that's right, they're ranged, aren't they? I think they're ranged. Pardon the yawn. Sorry. We'll probably need another Banshee. I do like the Banshee for debuffing.
Come, dear. It's time for your performance.
Yeah, let's send these guys in on our next attack. Next straightforward, simple attack we see. A chest. Well, how could I say no? Although we will then have to fight 3 fights in a row. What's in the chest? Mythical chest containing artifacts. All right, here we go. Choose a battle squad. We'll go with this one for this until I think then we get a look at what these ones are, and we can decide if we want to use our B team or not. But for now, the A team. Okay, Cannoneer's Garb. Iratus receives 10 spell power. Spiked Bracers. Each time Iratus uses a spell, a random enemy receives 15 physical damage. Unlocks a secret destruction spell. Crush Bones. Deals 50 magical damage. Additionally, deals 100% damage if the target is stunned. Spell power increase is damaged by 2%. Mana cost is 22. Huh. I mean, that seems pretty cool. I haven't been using my magic a lot, but additional spell power. We'll go with that.
All for my future kingdom.
It's all for my future kingdom, you know. And here, those appear like there might be one new one, maybe. So we will try our B team here. First up, Soprano. And he's got, right, and he's got armor. The Skeletron. Ow, ow, ow. So he is now at... I've been debuffed. Right. So he's at 24. This is going to do 22 to 26. 50-50 chance of killing him. Or buff. Oh, that's right. Don't do the moving me part. And that's kind of why. All right, he is at 24. This is going to do like a 1 in 3 chance, I think, of killing him.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic.
Indeed, pathetic. Physical attack. Moves up 3 spaces. Because he has it from the 3 or 4 spot, he can use this. Interrupt stances. We can interrupt the stance, so... that moved me onto the trap, which did damage. Yeah. The Banshee will do her screamy thing again. Hold the line. I got a buff. Being in the 3rd spot. Always want to be in the 3rd spot with him. Curse deals damage to the enemies in the chosen position. Next position in line curses targets for 2 turns. They're going to deal damage. Stress attack. Summon a concealing cloud, giving a lot of evasion. 75, 90, 90. Let's hit both of them. Who's up? The Skeletron is up. Defensive stance, Ghost Flames, Soprano. Hit him again.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Let's keep hitting with the scaredy cat. Alright, he's insane now. Lots of insanity going around these days. Gonna cost me 60. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Healed. Astounding Fortitude. Marks a minion, has a 100% chance to redirect, gains 12 armor and 12 resistance until next action. Should be able to mark myself, right? Banshee is up. Support. Whale. Oh, I think we just keep hitting. Reducing their attacking power. For each debuff. You guys afraid? Are you afraid of me? Sorry. That's a bit much. My shift will kill me before you. Hey. That was mean. I need to be mean about it.
Ashes to ashes.
Alright, we killed one of them through fear. Finish him off with it. He blocked? I didn't notice he had a block up. Now I feel shame. That's okay, we'll just use magic too. And he's about to run. And he ran. Yeah. Humanonorium token. I don't know what that is. More souls. Another Jester's Vigor. Graveyard events. Dead Lake. Peering into the dark waters, each minion has 11% chance to find a random artifact. Applies. Oh, does this then add the ability for me to create these guys? I'm guessing. No, it requires a mummy. Okay. I don't have enough mats to do it, so... I'm not sure what just occurred. Other than most of these guys leveled up. The Banshee leveled up. Chance to be attacked by an enemy. We don't want that. We don't want her to be attacked. We just want her to scream at things. She has no abilities, but she does have some more stats. She's got 2 points. 1 point in luck. And additional dread she increases. Dark Knight. it's 15-point drain instead of 12. An enemy loses 35 vigor. The Dark Knight recovers. That's pretty good. It still requires 60 though, right? They both require 60, which is a lot. Oh, we don't have abilities anyway. Stats. More vigor, please. Yep. Next up, Wraith. Stats. Initiative. Luck. Initiative. What was the thing in the graveyard about, though? So that was the Dead Lake. I don't know what that was about. Mortuary. Ah, moving the mob into it will allow me to heal a mob while another battle goes on. Got it. All right. I need, let's see, that'll increase mana. Increases XP. Chance for each minion working at the excavation site to find a random part. Gives Iratus 20 wrath at the beginning of the battle. That's pretty good. Obelisk. Extra Digger's Souls. Library. Extra experience. So for that I need another Dark Knight. I'm going to make a Dark Knight, and he's not going to like what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to put him to work.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but irreverent for the armies of undead.
We want a Boat of Wrath. In you go.
The whispers within this structure could drive a mortal mad within moments. Even my undead heart begins to stir in its presence.
It sounds like I'm getting sexually excited at the prospect. I assure you, I'm probably not. Probably. I've got 2 talent points. Okay, so that's a 3-pointer. Deals a lot of damage. Additionally, deals extra damage if they're on fire. Deals 4 magic damage, sets them on fire. Alchemy over here. We could conceivably increase the chance to receive uncommon or better parts by 50%. Chance of receiving a brain at the end of battle by 50%. Not to 50%, but by 50%. Which means if there's a 1 in 10 chance, it makes it a 2 in 10 chance. Or, sorry, if it's a 2 in 10 chance, it makes it a 3 in 10 chance. Minions restore 100% more vigor when uses distillation. What do we got over in magic? Minions receive +3 dread. Always. That's just flat. And ire, I think, gives them +3 attack. Target minion loses 12 luck and gains 6 attack. Every time a minion miss with attack, 3 wrath. I'm not missing very often right now. At the start of turn, minion gets 2 initiative for 2 turns if Iratus has. A minion gets. I think I'm starting with more wrath now, so what we can do is we can put
I need nothing but my anger to purge this world.
That's not true. I don't just need my anger. Although anger is cool. I dig my anger. Let's try the A-team out. Looks like up here. Swing. Or we whack somebody in the back. Right, he has got 6 armor. He's got no armor. He's got no armor. I like devouring people with no armor. That's going to leave a mark. He's currently got 11 life left. Physical attack deals a boatload of damage. Who's up next? That guy's up next. And her. I'm trying to see where I get actually finish him. So if I finish him off now, touch target on fire. Deals damage. Sets him on fire. Hey there. So far, so good. I've played it a little bit in the past. I liked it, but for whatever reason, it didn't stick. And I've been looking through my collection of games that I have that I want to play that are horror-themed, sort of, for the whole Halloween thing. Let's go ahead and finish it off, I think.
This one voided its bowels just
when I tried Darkest Dungeon, I found it a little bit too punitive for me. The difficulty was just a little bit too high, and I know this one has got much less of a challenging difficulty as sort of a default value. So I'm working at the lowest level to get the hang of all the game mechanics and everything. Let's go ahead and scream.
Carve open their husks.
I will also carve open their husks. I think it's important to, whenever the opportunity presents itself, to carve open a husk. I do like the regeneration, though. It's so delicious. Ambush. Let's ambush. Let's just go ahead and finish. I enjoy a challenge, but I'm a believer in multiple levels of difficulty. So a game like this, which has 4 levels of difficulty, I'll start at the easiest, get the hang of the game. If I like the game, I'll play it more difficult stuff. Darkest Dungeon, the default was, for me, I just found it just a little bit too punitive. Maybe it discouraged me from getting the hang of the mechanics. So, for me, that was I don't want to say a deal breaker, but it definitely reduced my enjoyment of the game. Although I think the game is a marvelous piece of game design. I'm a bit of a game design wonk, and that it's a beautifully designed game. And so, a game like this, which is similar, has a good deal of appeal to me. Similarly, I've been occasionally watching Muckluck play, and he's been playing a lot of the Vampire Survivor type games. And he commented that the reason he was playing some of the other ones a lot more than he played Vampire Survivors is they're basically like Vampire Survivors with some nice additional stuff added on. And so that's how I kind of see this, is it's like Darkest Dungeon, slightly different spin, but with some additions to it. And also an easier difficulty for an old man like me who wants to play games just to have fun. Oh, I killed that guy. Didn't I set the trap back there? I don't think anyone's on the trap anymore. I screwed up. All right, he's on fire. Missed me. He's burning. Missed me. Oh, okay, the trap was... Oh, maybe the trap... I thought the trap was on location, but it looks like the trap was on him specifically. Well, we can just finish him, I think. Yeah, I think we just finish him. I know, I moved.
The rest.
You're on fire, dude. Is that a problem for you? Yeah, it's brutal, but it's a beautiful piece of design. So I definitely appreciate the game, and that's kind of why I'm wanted to give this one another shot. Is I like the basic game design so much. Well, let's see if we can get a critical hit and do a whole boatload of damage to him. He's at 64. Nope, no boatloads. He's almost dead. He thinks he'll go for a walk. Yeah, no actual screaming awful damage. Right. So we'll just scream at him and debuff him. I don't generally have any problem with backseat gaming. Cool, that's great. Not going to be on for a whole lot longer, but I appreciate that. And no, I have no problem with backseat gaming. Or if there is a game where I have a specific please don't. Ooh. Potato and Things has followed. You get my spiel. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Now, if I have, if I'm in a situation where I have an issue with backseat gaming, I'll say so, but in general, I don't. I'm a more casual gamer generally. Well, thank you for hanging out and chatting. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, but I have to kill this guy now. It's nothing personal, sir. I promise. He's going to eat your entrails. Yeah. He's a werewolf, dude.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
My will's not that big of a tide. It's just not. They all healed up and are feeling better. We got a couple of levels over here. No ability points, but a couple of stat points. He says. Well, how about another point of armor? And who else got? Oh, our Bride of Iratus. And my, isn't she gorgeous? Isn't she lovely? I think more luck would be good for her. And that's everybody there. We got any more talents? We have another talent point. No, I understand. There are a lot of people who really, really get triggered by anyone backseating. So, I definitely say that the right thing to do is to ask. In my particular case, you're good to go. Every time a minion misses. I don't want my minions to miss. That just sounds depressing. Let's hold on to some points. Let's see. Artifacts. Any new artifacts? Ring of Terror increases the baseline chance that an enemy will die due to a heart attack. Well, I think that's just lovely.
Fetching.
And the infused dagger. Yes, not a confused dagger, mind you, an infused dagger. Right, I do have the talent point. What else we got? Okay, don't feel like making anything here. I have a couple of Jester's masks. If I feel like taunting, I don't think I feel like taunting. I've got dust if we want to add additional stat points. Brains. None of those are particularly tickling my fancy right now, so we will continue in the dungeon. All right, let's go here with the B team again. Not really the B team, though, anymore, are they? We've got 12 points and 11 points. Nice. So, in fact, your backseating will be reliable information. In fact, you will just be tutorializing me. No, I'm perfectly cool with that. Actually, it's a bit of a nice to hear that the game is good enough that, you know, you're going to throw that much time and energy at it. Battle, let's go ahead with the B team. You start with a trap like that. Sir, it's just simply rude. God, what is with some people? If the target is stunned. I don't know if I have any stunning attacks off the top of my head. Dark Knight first, let's see. Will they be getting a lot of buffs? They'll be getting whipped some. Each time an enemy. Is that target everyone? It's a stance. I assume if I look up potato and things on YouTube, I might stumble over it. I've stanced myself up. Let's see. I'll buff myself up. Let us move Skeletron one to the right. And go ahead and taunt. And give him a scream for good luck. What's he got? Right.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Been there, done that. What is up with this guy and his traps? Let's go ahead and smack a dude. So he currently has the debuff on him. Performs an additional attack for each buff. It's a stance, so nobody's currently buffed. So, but this does have a chance to one-shot the target. That's all you got? I said with my non-existent tongue. Shriek him. Yeah, that would be cool. Just drop it to me. If it's in chat, I won't get it. I'll forget it. Something like that. So go ahead and DM me with the link. That would be great. Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see. Do we want to scare some more people, or do we want to work on killing somebody? What's he at?
Ashes to ashes.
Oh, at least I kill him.
To dust.
Dust to dust. Suckers. Vorpal Smite. Nobody's got any buffs on them. Will embrace mediocrity? No. I have much fortitude. I have many fortitudes. Let's see. He's not looking happy. Yep. I will check it out. Thank you very much. Let's see. Just whack a guy with a sword, I suppose. That works, right? I hear good things about whacking people with swords, so less so when they can block. I I can see my guts. I can see my gut. In fact, I can't not see my gut. Let's go ahead and scream at both of them. Not even reinforcements can help now. We're doomed. We're all gonna die.
Perish.
Perish. That's fine. I would prefer something long. I can always 27. I can always skim, bounce around, find the things I'm looking for. So, yeah, that's not a problem. Well, not a problem for me. We've got so much mana, I hesitate to just not use it for anything. Oh, fine, let's go on.
Craft this one into furniture.
That seemed rude. I'm going to make this one into furniture. I mean, seriously? That's cold-blooded. Let's see. I think it's time for some more fear. Deals additional for each buff or debuff. Yeah, how you doing? He's gonna run away. He threw a trap on his own guy. I'm appreciative of that. Thanks, guy. That was really actually kind. He's at 26. Have I got enough to... Nope, not quite enough. Well, we'll just hit him again.
Mercy.
Just like the training dummies. Yeah, you're the training dummy, my friend.
This will be your end.
Scared him. Let's see. I'll just scream at him. He has no buffs on him. He just has lots of debuffs on him. I assume stance isn't a buff. And I think choppity chop chop. And we'll just finish him. Victory is mine.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
It's, like I said, it seems to me, it feels a lot less punitive than Darkest Dungeon does. At least at the easiest level where I'm at right now. So, I mean, I can learn the nuances of the game, the things that work well. In DD, it just seemed to kind of... Oh, humanitarian. I didn't know what that was. Now I know. Conscripts. Normally fresh-faced, bright-eyed peasants fighting their country. Sadly, these days, they're instead drawn from a rather large prisoner caste. Hunky. Oh, so this is information about the various mobs you're fighting. Got it. Am I missing a clicky anywhere? Doesn't look like I'm missing any other clickies. Okay. Let's take a look at the... wrong place. Graveyard. Right. Yeah. I was wondering, I was getting the Humanitarium or whatever it's called, the book. And I didn't know what those were, and then I stumbled over it. So, now I know. Excavation. Find a random part. Raising restores 10 mana. Each minion restores after each victory. Arena. Training at the arena. Library. Minion more X or Minion X or Iratus XP. Huh. Another Dark Knight I have to make if I want that. Additional Digger Souls. That's probably a good idea. Let's make us a Wraith.
Why do I get this sinking feeling in my putrefied gut?
It's because of gravity. It's pulling my putrefied gut down. Hence the sinking feeling. The obelisk, wasn't it? Indeed it was.
The obelisk is overflowing with souls. My continued campaign certainly provides it with no shortage of spirits to harvest.
Alright, I'm here. Over here we have an ancient coffin filled with items, which sounds sexy. I assume that is a tougher battle because of the icon on it. Well, I don't recognize that icon for the fight. That one I recognize. Let's see. That's one I also don't recognize. I can't even make it out very well. Let's just go quest. Choose a battle squad. Let's see. 9/11. We'll go with our A team. Undead are at home in darkness, their vision piercing the black veil with ease. Right now, your undead host has spotted a living patrol. They do not seem aware of you yet, so this might prove your best chance for an ambush. Huh. Initiate battle, avoid the group. I fear nothing. Well, that's not true. I fear a lot of things, but in this particular case, yeah, we're fine. Receive 15 luck and 15 critical strength for 2 turns. Other minions receive 10 luck and 10% critical strength. Not yet, I think. Oh, that's right. They both had 1 block. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Really, it's fine. Stance whenever an enemy moves. Deal damage to it. Gains 10 attack and 10 dread until the battle ends. She's dreaming of me. It's sweet. She's really sweet once you get to know her.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
You missed. And you didn't do any damage. Just like the training dummies. Stop calling us dummies, man. You're going to make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Well, let's just start. Let's see. He's got 9 armor. That's a lot. And he's got armor up. Let's remove it. Or block up, I should say. That hurt my feelings. If I had any, I would say it hurt my feelings. Oh. Buff. We're overseas. Other minions. So, I don't buff myself. I just buff everybody else. There we go. And it moves me forward.
Strength through pain.
Wow, strength through pain. That's a little dark. Ouch. That looked like that hurt. Did that hurt? 36 to 41. Got a chance of killing him, especially if we crit. Let's take the chance. Kill him!
Yeah.
Yay! Killed him. They're insane in the proverbial membrane. Let's see. I can hit the back guy. Or we can drop an ambush. Drop an ambush. Let's set somebody on fire. I hear good things about fire. Just generally speaking, it seems like fire's, you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, I'm not sure if he's going to burn out or not. He should. Yeah, he should burn out. Keep screaming.
He dies so that you can live.
Just like training dummies. The training dummies would be you, sir. Right. For instance, the Wraith, I know, gets a nice buff when he's in the 3rd position, as an example. Oh, I hadn't seen the plus luck against female enemies. I'd seen that one. Yeah, I'd noticed that one. And I'd noticed that one particularly. The regen on the werewolf seems really delicious. He's at 20. He's got 9 armor.
Good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Shall we set him on fire or hope for the crit? Decisions. That one always inflicts a critical hit. I gotta try for the critical hit. I want big numbers. Big numbers. That was a big number. Crit did 92. He's down to 3. I'm liking my odds. He's going to run away. Somehow, I don't think it's going to work. It's just not going to work out for him. Another crit.
As your suffering ends, your service
I'm a chain breaker.
begins.
Gambling chip. All enemies gain 15 vigor until the battle ends, but I gain 6 additional common points on a victory. One-time use. Okay, I can see it for one-time use. You crush the humans and add their bodies to your stockpile. Banshee receives. Is this everything, or am I making a choice? Werewolf is actually one of the few minions that can beat the game alone on easy, normal, and hard difficulty if you have the time and game knowledge to do it. Nice. Okay, I do get everything. I assumed that was the case. As you know, for defeating by ambushing the guys, I gained all that stuff. That was what I assumed it was. We've got 3 points. Let's see. Increases the chance of receiving a brain by 50%. If I only had a brain. Ire. Let's see. Ire, burning fire. At the start of its turn, a minion gains 4 attack, or 4 dread, for 1 turn, if Iratus has at least 50. Every time a minion misses, target minion loses 12 luck. Doesn't stack. What do we got here? Oh, I have to have both of those if I want that one. All minions receive 12 accuracy. That seems pretty good. And here, minions and enemies gain luck. Interesting. Dicey, but interesting. Let's see. Requires talents that are not learned, so I'd have to learn that one. Deals 32 magic. It deals 50 if they're on fire. I liked that one because the archer having the ability to set things on fire. So we'll spend 1 here.
This will do nicely.
Iratus sets a trap at the target enemy position and explodes in 2 rounds, dealing 50 damage to any foe at the position and in there. Deals 8 to 12 physical twice to the same target. Okay, well, we'll hold on to the 2 points for now. No levels were gained there. That's the points. Artifacts. War drums. All minions receive +3 initiative for the first 2 turns. I like that.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
Sorry. What do we got? We're here. At least one, looks like 2 mobs I don't recognize there. Let's go ahead with our supposed B team and try them out. All right. This is a mage. Not a fan of a mage. Presumably he can cast spells. I figured that out on my own. A demolition expert. Okay. I'm not happy with either of these 2 individuals, actually, truth be told. Not happy at all with that. Let's see. So, he's up first. Hit me. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. Well, the mage is at 115. They're both scary to me, but then I'm kind of a candy ass. He has me intimidated. I admit the mage has me scared. Banshee.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Savor those heartbeats, guys. Ow. What was up with that? Okay, he's got his buff up. Let's continue to keep their attention on me. Ow. Seriously, guys, it's just not nice to behave like that. All right?
Your cries are music to me.
Their cries are music to me. Let's
soon embrace your new existence.
Thank you for the information. Or I can, I can try to scare him off. Who are we on? Yep. He has lit something up. I'm going to guess that's not great. I'm getting close to finishing off the mage. He missed. I can see my guts. Oh dear. Him going boom is. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say him going boom is bad. He's got 75. No problem. You just summon up a crit and one-shot him. What was the big deal? Totally knew that was going to happen, but oh, I killed the wrong guy. Shit. Me and my big mouth. Here I am dancing in satisfaction at my incredible victory. Oops.
One by one.
Okay, I just scare him to death instead.
From this world.
Meant to do that too. It's easy. The game's easy when you're good at games. And lucky. He's at 19. My assumption is he's not going to do that.
Become part of the breathless tide.
I got freaking lucky. Just going to go out on a limb and say I got really, really lucky. We'll go ahead and Astounding Fortitude him again. We'll give him a whack. Death comes for everyone. We'll give him some magic whacks.
Your frail bodies fail you.
His frail body is failing him, kind of, I think. Work it? Really? Work it? That's what he's got to say? All right. Well, how about work that?
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Well, that will be nice. Guarantees to find a brain after a victory. If I only had a brain. Graveyard events. We got 4 of those from our obelisk. Digger souls. And we got some levels all around. Demolition expert can deal damage equal to around a third of the half of the minion health. Yeah, that would be bad. So, the Dork Knight here. Wow, a crit will deal 400% damage. That seems like a lot. All right, that was... there was one... the other side... no, I thought it was cheaper. Okay, that's 15. That's a single target, losing 35, right? Unfeeling aggression. On unfeeling aggression, the yellow arrow pointing to the right, sorry, pointing to your right with 3. Does that mean a move of 3? Oh, I have to be in the left 2 positions to use it. Never mind. Yes. So yes, that's a good one for getting back. If I get knocked back. Got it. All right. I figured it out, I think. Hollow Stare. Seems pretty good. Additional damage. Right, and he has to be in the left 2 to use it. Positions, I guess, 1 and 2. No, positions 3 or 4. Uh, 15, 12. No, I don't think that's worth it. That's only if I'm getting... at least at the beginning levels here where I'm not getting feared or moved back. Unfeeling aggression, it hasn't popped up me even be able to use it yet. 10 to 11. Enemy receives a buff. Enemy receives a debuff. Currently, it's whenever they receive a buff. Whenever they receive a debuff will be good because I'm constantly screaming and that's debuffing them. I think.
Get back to battle.
Get back to battle? Yeah. God, he is like a boss, isn't he? More armor. Skeletron, no abilities. Stat points, we've got 2. A little more life. Gotcha. And the Banshee. She has a point. I use Soprano all the time. Losing 8 attack seems pretty good, so I really like that as a constant debuff. At least at the early game. Later on, it may not be as important. More spookiness, I think, for her. More stats here. 3 points. 3 points. Let's start giving ourselves a little bit of luck. Luck seems good. Really do enjoy the werewolves. 3 points. Let's add an initiative. And more initiative. Why not? The Bride, she seems pretty strong too, I have to say, so far. We've got 4 points. Well, more life seems like a good choice for some of it. And a straight damage buff seems nice. And the Banshee. 3 more points. What can we do? What can we do? Whatever character has at least 1 point of block. Interesting. Block. Those are expensive to get points of block. More scary. And more evasion. Sure. Okay, I think I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. Most particularly Potato and Things for the follow and the useful information, including the link, which I will indeed check out. I expect I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Either more of Iratus, or if they fix the bug in New World that gives all of the mobs stealth. It gives them cloaking devices. They literally don't appear until you're right on top of them, which makes tracking useless, and you're constantly aggroing, and if you're a range class, you don't know they're there until they're already appeared. It's a bad bug. It appeared with the last patch yesterday or the day before, and I don't think I can play it until they fix it. So it'll either be probably New World or Iratus, Lord of the Dead, which I am enjoying. So I want to thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Friday night, it is Friday, right? I've got the day of the week right? Oh, good. Rest of your Friday night goes great. I hope your weekend kicks ass. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.